Let's now take a look at cue sheets. Cue sheets are for when you have a long mix with multiple artists and titles, multiple songs in it, and you want to publish the individual songs within it. This is actually pretty important for internet stations to be able to publish exactly what their artists and titles are in these mixes. So they're basically like chapters of a mix. And when a cue sheet is detected, you'll see a CS in the actions column here, and a pop-up menu will show up with the different chapters. And you can actually navigate to different parts of the song by selecting those chapters. As you can see, it's advancing in the timeline here, and this works as it's playing as well. So, how are cue sheets implemented? Well, first let's take a look at one from the View menu. We'll select Comment Cue Sheet, and here we can see on the Cue Sheet tab the actual cue sheet. This is taken from one of two places, either from music. We'll take a look at one of these in music. We'll get info on it and look at the lyrics tag. And here you can manually enter the times, the artist, so it'll be time in its particular format, space, artist, space dash space, and then title. Put all your tracks in here, and that is your cue sheet. And Radiologic DJ will read that. Another method is when you're going to create these, you can actually take the file and create it into chapters inside of Rogue Amoeba's Fission audio editor. So let's take a look at the files here. And what that does is it produces a cue file. So let's first open up the original file here in Fission. And we'll see, it can see its cue sheet here basically, and it's all divided into chapters, but normally you wouldn't see these divisions here. You would need to decide where to put it, and then from the Tools menu, say Split at Playhead, and then it will put it there. After that, you need to select each one and then actually put what its artist and title should be. So let's take a look at another one here. I believe I made this one pretty recently. I'll open up the cue sheet itself in Fission, and it should open up the audio editor itself, and it will reveal here the actual title and artist, but you do have to manually put these in to identify what each song is. Once that's done, go to the File menu and say Save Cue Sheet, and put the cue sheet in the same folder as the file itself. So it should be, if we look at it, we'll not save this one for now. This cue sheet goes with this file. It'll also work for the MP3 file. So when Radiologic opens one of these files, it'll actually read the cue sheet itself and apply the cue sheet here. You can also take the text from the cue file and paste it in the lyrics in music, and Radiologic will read it that way as well. Now I'll do a quick demonstration so you can see the publishing on this. First I'll go back to the beginning. We'll start the mix, and then I'll advance and watch as the publishing changes. For more information about how cue sheets work, go to the Help menu, Radiologic DJ Help, and then navigate to Cue Sheets, and all of it is explained here as well.